is really special. Someone said, true love and loyal friends are two of the hardest things to find. Yes, I kind of agree with that. Yes, 27 minutes gone past 2 o'clock. Where are you right now? What are you doing? Yes, you need to give us this time. Yes, you need to pay attention this time around because we got a powerful, and anointed gospel artist right here in the studio. I'm talking about the one and only Pastor Emmanuel Abu, who is right here in the studio. Welcome, Pastor.
Thank you.
All right, you need to speak directly into the microphone so that
Thank you.
All right, you were here last week, and we were just talking, and so many persons, kept asking, different questions about, okay, so when are we going to have Pastor Abu again and all of that? And when something is good, when a song is good, they say you put it on the replay. Ricky is already smiling and all of that. Let's get to talk about your ministry. Different people have different song ministries. Some people are just praise worship leaders. Some are just it's all about worship. Some is just praise alone. Some is just inspiration and all of that. Tell us, what is your own?
Actually, I would say there's no difference between praise worship. Mine actually is inspirational.
Okay.
Because we sing based on the inspiration given to us by God.
Okay. All right. So how do you actually write your song? Is it or how do you go about your production? Is it writing the song first, or you ask somebody, okay, please do me a beat? When I listen to it, perhaps I'll get inspiration. How does it work for you?
I write first.
Okay, that's your own flow.
Yes.
So you're writing first, then you go to the studio. Okay. So do you allow your because I've heard people come here, producer talk to me and say, it's very difficult to work with gospel artists because most times they don't want to bend. If they give them suggestion, they will say, no, this was the way I got it and all of that. So does it happen to you, or you're just open?
The Bible says two is better than one. But you have to go there, commit together to embark on a project. Your own part, God has given you the song, but you need somebody else also to produce the song. So both of you come together, but in a situation where everything has been downloaded, both the lyrics and the instrumentation, then you can guide the producer and just make some suggestions that this is what I have received as touching the song.
So what would you say are the three major challenges that our gospel artists are facing on the plateau?
Wow. Three. Number one, I would say that of encouragement.
Okay. How do you mean by encouragement?
Encouragement.
Because some people feel, you encourage by giving somebody money. Let's encourage him, let's give him money.
Others think it's by turning up.
Exactly.
To be there at the event and all.
And some people feel, we encourage you by giving you platform. So what do you mean by?
All is included. They are
Okay.
all important. Both the platform, both encouragement as in attend the turning out for the individual's program is also important. Promoting the work of the individual, no matter what you may think is not okay by the work, because it's not easy to actually come out with good music.
Okay.
It takes a lot, and also we can't take the finance away from it.
All right.
Encouragement financially is also important.
Okay, so before you go to the other two, now do you think or do you believe that gospel music ministers, did I get it? I think it's a better, phrase this time around.
Artists or ministers.
Okay, all right. Do you think that they should be paid when they go for ministration?
Actually, it's a controversial issue I wouldn't want to draw myself into. we don't do it as in we are doing it to get paid.
Okay, but what about people who have taken this? This is my calling. This is my profession. This is what God has called me to do. What I'm doing right now too is some form of gospel. Do you understand?
Actually, it's based on individuals' consecration. Or,
Okay, all right.
Calling.
Okay.
some of us may choose not to bargain for registration, but I tell people this is what we want you to do. We choose to go up and minister, and others may choose to collect money to tell you before I even come for the occasion or for the program, you have to pay so amount for logistics and other things. But I can't stand sit here and condemn anyone or criticize anyone for doing that. They may have their own reason, so it's neither bad nor good.
Okay. All right, but what about you personally? Would you charge or would you ask for honorarium to take care of logistics or something?
I don't charge, but don't take me for granted.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to ask that, are you part of the people that will say, okay, freely I receive and freely I'll give?
Yes, actually, freely we receive and freely we give, but it is just normal. A wise person will just have to know that this person, it took him a lot to come out with music. It's a ministry, and it's into full time. This is what he does for a living.
Yeah.
So at least a pastor who is in the right, who understand the scriptures very well.
Because the Bible also says that a man's talent,
yes,
openeth a way for him. Yes, gifts. Yeah.
So in such situations, the pastor should go ahead and do what is necessary.
Okay, the pastor should do what is necessary.
Do what is necessary.
At least give honorarium.
Give honorarium.
All right, let's get to talk about raising the bar, because before now people feel that, oh, anything that has to do with gospel, let's just do it. Unlike anything that is secular, you see that they hire professionals. You know, I'm talking about programs this time around. They hire professional, bring in good sound and everything and all of that. Do you see the narrative, as the narrative changed over the time as opposed to that of, the gospel artists?
Of course. The gospel artists, they are doing well. They are doing well. Honestly, the level of excellence we see in programs these days, I don't want to say that of mine alone.
Yes, because I'm coming to that of yours.
Even on Plateau, there are other programs I've attended. I've seen some dimension of excellence. In fact, this day you could observe that some of the secular musicians today are also coming to the gospel now. They are coming back to the gospel because it's not actually cheap to do gospel music. It involves a lot to do good music.
To do good gospel music.
Yes, good gospel music.
All right, let's get to talk about your last program, Flames of
Worship.
Worship. Yes, I was there. And I love the sound. Because I was personally there. I love the fact that, your church actually gave support. Your pastor also was there, and other anointed men of God. Okay, so
his wife was there.
yes, they were there. And by the way, Pastor Emmanuel Abu is also here with his son. So are you actually, teaching him musical instruments, or
He insisted that he will join me today. He's a drummer.
He's a drummer.
Yes,
Wow, that's good. So very soon he will be your drummer. Okay, so talking about your program, you invited quite a number of very good, wonderful gospel artists. Yes. Tell us what were the challenges you encountered before that time, and how were you able to surmount it? Because I know some young, music ministers are listening to you right now.
Majorly challenges. The major challenge is actually finance. Having people to support what you are doing. When you are starting, it is always difficult because a lot of people are just watching. Even some you go to as partners, and they look at what you are saying. They want to see evidence. A success has many friends. Like the number saying that success has many friends, and when you are starting, some people need to see a dimension of progress or success in what you are doing before they start believing in what you are doing. So at that point, you'll be facing maybe the challenge of finance. Even some human resources, you may be facing such challenges at the beginning. But the ones we faced this recent time was finance in particular. Most of the partners, because of the COVID-19, they were hit, seriously hit, and they ended up, they couldn't turn up for what they pledged. So, but somehow, God, when God said do a thing, always have
when God is involved.
It's involved. When God is involved, there's always a way out.
There's always a
we
way
are
out.
able to meet up financially.
Of course, you've got a son who is also learning how to play drums and all of that. It clearly shows that you are a family man. So how do you juggle, ministry, family, and another work? How do you do that?
It is grace and time maximization. We have 12 hours in a day to work. 24 hours make one day actually, but we make sure that we do what we are supposed to do at the right time. From morning, you go to work, and when you come back home, you face other aspects of it.
So what time do you have for rehearsals? Because I know, it takes a whole lot of rehearsals.
Yes, sometimes we retreat from work to rehearsals. Sometimes in the night we are rehearsing.
And you go back to the studio.
Yes.
And let's talk about one of your songs that it seems to be my own favorite right now. Talking about Let Your Fire. What's the title again?
Okay, let my heart burn and shine.
Let's get to talk about making that song. How did you get it? Share with us.
Okay, that song came from a deep desire to know God more. Honestly, right from the very first day I gave my life to Christ, my prayer point will be, God, more of you. I want to just know you more. And no matter the level of knowledge of God that you have, you just still want to know him more. So it was one day in a prayer meeting in my church. That is one of the way I get my songs too. I'm a prayer band member also. Yes. So we were in the prayer team and we are praying. And the prayer point was raised by my own pastor. And then that song just came. Let my altar burn and shine for you. So I began to sing it in my spirit. I was singing it. And then I thought it's just a normal thing that would just come and go. The song remained. I went home, I was singing all through the night. I realized that this song was not just for me, it's meant for the body of Christ. I subjected it to prayers, and I went for another meeting. In that same meeting, the song came up again. And I had to minister it, even though the song was not yet made for the public. I had to minister it that way because I knew that God was telling me to minister the song. So I only sang the chorus then. It was later, the verse and the bridge came.
So, and you went to the studio, you just hit the studio. It took you how many weeks to...
Honestly, I didn't really want to bring it out immediately because there was an album on ground.
Okay.
And the Endless album.
Yes.
And our plan was to promote the album to come to the studio like this and do some promotional work. So that was ongoing, and then in the midst of it all, I had the feeling, a strong conviction that this song was meant to be released in January. In fact, I heard it in my spirit seriously. It was meant to be released in January this year. So I had to release it January 7th.
Okay.
2021.
2021, and since then the song has been everywhere. Everyone loves it. So let's get to talk about your album, Endless album. Yes, the songs there. How many years or how many months did it take you to, put that album together?
It was less than 6 months.
Less than 6. That's a long time, because I was thinking,
3 days.
Yes, 3 days, 1 week. Today I will dream dreams and the song will come. I will go for prayer meeting. The song will come. The next thing, go to the studio immediately.
No, it depends on individuals. Honestly, to get a good work, you don't need to rush it. To come out with a good work, you don't need to rush it. I've seen people that that's taking them 1 year, 2 years to get an album done, and they got it right. When they came out, you know that there's an album. They have come out with something good. So anything that is good will have to take some time because there's some work you may do at the initial stage. You think you have gotten it well. When you listen to it again and again and again, but there are 1 or 2 songs that one have done in the time past that when you listen to them now, you feel like remixing them because there are some things you just come to understand that this is how this will have been done, or this how it will have in one aspect or the other of the song. So it's good to also be patient with your work.
All right. What's your favorite song on that album?
I have a lot. But let me just say the track 1, Your Mercy Endures.
Okay. Well, so what is your favorite, gospel song right now?
My favorite
Yes,
gospel
right
song.
now. Right now.
Mine or from what?
Yes, right now.
Okay, right now is that Fresh Fire.
Fresh fire.
Fresh Fire. I love this song personally. Though people say they like Endless and the others as it's in between. Well, as a servant of God, I love that Fresh Fire.
All right. Thank you very much for coming around, Pastor Emmanuel Abu. It's been a wonderful time talking to you. You want to send your shout out quickly?
My shout out to my wife. I know maybe
Definitely.
she's in that place of work right now. And to my pastor, all members of Achievers International Christian Center, and all my followers on social media platforms. My shout out to them. God bless you. God keep you, preserve you, and cause His face to shine upon you.
Amen.
And every person here today, Sister, is it Rekia?
Sister Rekia, Sister Rekia, Sister Chidima, Sister Patience, Sister Faith. So all of you are sisters together.
And the one and only
Bro.
Bishop Pedro.
All right. Thank you for coming around. Thank you for stopping by. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we still got endless. Yes, up next for you. And we are still going to be talking to the general. So don't go anywhere. Stay right here and enjoy the very best of J-Town music.